tired of picking yourself apart, comparing yourself, and constantly wondering if you're good enough? I'll show you how to stop feeling insecure and finally start feeling like the version of you who's confident, grounded, and soft. Let's talk about it. My first point is your insecurity isn't you, it was planted. Let's be real and let's understand this. The first place that your insecurity was developed was either childhood trauma, toxic environments, the media on a whole. Right now we have access to so many things on a daily basis that it almost becomes impossible to not compare your life to someone else's life. Whether it's someone that's your age, someone that you went to school with, or someone that you feel has had the same opportunities as you, therefore you feel like you should be in the same position that they are in. When it is you compare yourself, you feel insecure because you feel as though you're not on the same level as them, which is what you perceive as the standard ground. Most of us would have grown up in environments where we were made to feel like our best just wasn't good enough, where we were made to feel like we weren't pretty enough, weren't thin enough, our hair wasn't long enough, we weren't smart enough, and we just didn't do things good enough. And therefore, this created a sort of belief system. In order to start unpacking this, you need to separate your true identity from the beliefs that you've been programmed to think. Example, you know the sky is blue. You walk outside on a day-to-day basis, and unless it's raining, the sky will be blue. Once there's sun in the sky will be blue. However, if you spend your entire life in front of someone that constantly drills it into your head that the sky is purple, eventually you may stop believing your own eyes when it is you see that the sky is blue. You may think something is wrong with you, because surely this person who I see as this authority figure, it could be your mom, it could be your friend group, it could be the institutions that you've been a part of, it could be any authoritative figure whose opinion you cared about. If they constantly tell you the sky is purple, the sky is purple, the sky is purple, it will only be a matter of time before you start to believe, even though you see the sky is blue, you start to believe that the sky is purple. And the same thing goes when it comes to your own personal belief system and where your insecurities are formed. You go through your day-to-day life being around toxic environments where everyone's life just seems to be so stagnant, where everyone has told you that the dreams that you have set out for yourself, the goals in which you have planned and shared are just too much. They're too big. It's not going to happen because you are not capable of it. You know that these are probably things that you're passionate about, you love, you're talented in. But when people or environments tell you that you're not good enough or that you wouldn't achieve what it is you set out to achieve, even if you try to put them to the back of your mind and still go towards that goal, there will be a part of you that will be doubting yourself. There will be a part of you that will be questioning your abilities that you know you have. There will be a part of you that will pose the question, am I good enough? You weren't born insecure. You were just taught to doubt yourself. Start replacing judgment with compassion. When it is you are groomed and bred in an environment that has programmed you to hear negative talk on a daily basis, soon your inner voice starts to sound like the voices that you have heard growing up, involved in certain activities, whoever you were around more as a child. Your inner voice starts to sound like a mix of you and a mix of them, whether you like to believe it, whether you want to believe it or not. And therefore, soon you get into a place where the main critic of your life is you. The main person saying you can't do something, that you'll never get to where you want to be, that you're not good enough, is you. Is that little voice in your head that stops you before you even try. It's that little voice in your head that convinces you that you look stupid trying. It's that little voice in your head that tells you that everyone is laughing at you, so why even bother? Instead, you need to develop practical ways to talk to yourself. This is where you bring in the ideology, fake it till you make it. If your voice is negative in your head, try someone else's voice. Put on affirmations on YouTube. Listen to uplifting podcasts. Listen to uplifting music. Listen to different subliminals if you have to. Put it on when you're sleeping. Put it on whilst you're cleaning the house. Put it on whilst you're exercising. Put it on whilst you're washing dishes. Do this often enough. Eventually, the voice in your head will start to change, because our biggest critic is ourselves. And in order to achieve the things that we want to achieve, we must first deal with the part of ourselves that believes that we cannot do it. Speak to yourself like someone you love. I'm sure you have a friend, a pet, a sibling. You know to yourself there's just certain ways you would not speak to them. Why do you say it to yourself? If you wouldn't say it to your younger self, don't say it to the you now. Do confidence building habits, not quick fixes. It took years to develop the person that you are now. It took years to develop the mindset that you have now. It took years to develop your persona. Therefore, it's going to take some time to break yourself out of that. Don't expect everything to happen today for today, now for now. Real confidence is built through kept promises. It's built through routine, and it's built through self-trust, not just appearance. The more you stick to your routines, the more you trust yourself, the more confident you become. The better you speak to yourself, the more you trust yourself, the more confident you become. Encourage slow and consistent action, because these rebuild your identity. Show up daily. Reward yourself for small wins and set boundaries where need be. Reward yourself for breaking a negative self-cycle of talk. Reward yourself for sticking to your step goal. Reward yourself for eating healthy for a certain amount of days in a row. Reward yourself for reading a particular book you've been meaning to read for a while. These things reinforce the new identity that you are trying to create. You break the old self and you reveal the new you. When you keep showing up for yourself, insecurity has no space to grow. If this video resonated with you, do consider subscribing, because I post quite often.